YouTube! Take number, like, 4 or something. The content has ran out as we approach the formidable ban list. So today, we're going to be ranking Deskbots by their usefulness as school supplies tier list. We're going to be starting off with Deskbot 1 all the way up to 8, I think. We're not doing 9 because 9 technically has all of the school supplies, so naturally that's just unfair. Now, Deskbots, fun fact, have multiple school supplies per artwork, but we're going to go with the most prominent one on their artwork. This being, on Deskbot 01, he has a sharpener. A pencil sharpener. Pencil sharpener is B tier. Deskbot 01 is B tier. The reason for that is that while pencils are extremely useful tools, the sharpener itself is something that we haven't really used as a real way to generally for the wider society take notes. Now, in a lot of circumstances, in some certain professions, you might want to use a pencil, but generally we're using pens, and using a sharpener on a pen is very counterproductive. So we're going to put the pen at the B tier because sharpeners are a little bit power crept by pens. The next one here is the glue gun. The Deskbot 2, I think he's got a compass in there somewhere, but we're gonna focus on the weapon that he's holding, which is a glue gun. And the glue gun for Deskbot 02 is going to go in the D tier. I have managed to survive almost 30 years on this planet, and I have not once used a glue gun. I'm sure some people use glue guns regularly, but I can't think of a situation where I've ever used one. What are you gonna do with a glue gun, bro? Moving on. The next Deskbot is Deskbot 3. Deskbot 3 Pass is Gage's signature combo. The pencil is S tier. The pencil is one of the greatest machinations of human advancement and technology. The pencil allows you to transcribe your brain and thoughts onto the sheet of paper using only a lead center point to something, right? Pencils are used in outer space. Pencils are used in architecture. Pencils are used when you're younger. You can rub them out, dude. You can literally erase up with a pencil. Isn't that insane? You can erase. Like, if you write something like penned best deck, you can erase that and not have to like do that ever again. That's crazy, right? The next Deskbot is Deskbot 04, which is we're gonna be focusing on the weapon that he's holding, which is one of those like multi like pen things that you can like push down. You get a different color on those. I'm going to say that this is C tier. Being able to use multiple different pen colors is quite good, but I don't know if you guys have ever actually used one of these things. Most of them are really cheap and badly made, and they malfunction most of the time. You're better off just using a regular pen. I mean, how often are you going to need to tactically change color? Not that often. And on top of that, there's nothing better than just a typical high quality, nice biro pen. You can basically get away and go through life without ever having to use one of these. You don't need this. This is just fancy extra work, right? So what is this? What is the multi-pen like holder gun thing done for society? Not a lot, right? Tactical color change is basically useless. In fact, it's probably just as useless as the glue gun. I just wanted to trigger people who use glue guns. The next one is Deskbot. Is this 5? I think his most prominent feature is that he's using a highlighter pen. We're going to go with a B tier. The reason for that is that the highlighter is extremely useful and is pretty damn good. But having completed an entire degree and been to like different campuses, I've noticed that using a highlighter really isn't that insane. It's not really that important. A highlighter isn't going to make or break your quality of life. It's useful, it's decent, but it's not like the be-all, end-all. The next Deskbot, Deskbot 6, his most prominent feature is he's using a stapler. A stapler! A stapler. What do we think about a stapler? I think a stapler is going to go in the A tier. A tier, stapler, because it is really useful to collect multiple different forms of documents and holding them together. Isn't that just crazy? Rather than having loose sheets all together, you know, it's good to like just clamp them. But however, the reason why it's not S tier is because I feel like you can probably get away with not using a stapler. It isn't like make or break time. You aren't going to completely crumble if you don't get a stapler. The next one. You guys aren't going to be excited for this one. You guys are not going to like this. Deskbot 07. This is S tier. Do not with Deskbot 7. Deskbot 7 has scissors. There is nothing more deadly in the entire Deskbot arsenal than scissors. If this Deskbot approaches you in a dark alley and asks you to duel, you stay the fuck away. You stay away. And finally, the final Deskbot school supply is the Rolodex or a notepad. I think it's a notepad. It's a Rolodex, right? So yeah, it's D tier. Sorry. I'm not trying to squad W. I'm not being sexist. I'm not doing this just because she's a girl. So please don't jump on that. But the fuck is a Rolodex? What is a Rolodex? That's like some rich white people shit. What is a Rolodex? I don't know what that is. This thing's useless, buddy. I've managed to go through my entire life, and I probably will go the rest of my life without ever using a goddamn Rolodex. Whatever the hell that is. So unfortunately, Deskbot 8, 9. She's 8, right? Yeah. Yeah, she's D tier. She's useless. I'm sorry. What the hell are you gonna do with a Rolodex? All right. Yo, the tier list says E. That objectively makes my tier list correct. So I don't see how anyone here can try and argue against this. Like, how are you gonna tell me that this is incorrect? Thank you, everyone, for watching my desperate attempt at creating content out of nothing. If you've watched this far, then comment Monk W Deskbot 7 in the comment section. Please. Stay safe. Watch out.